So what I'm going to be doing first is this. I'm going to be putting my curry, my salt, my turmeric. I'm going to mix it all together and pour it in the mix. You see, I know you people will be thinking, oh, this lady's salt is too much. You know, this salt, that's what I'll be using to cook all the process. That's the lady's salt I'm going to be using. So after when I start cooking, I won't put any more salt. So that's the salt I'll be using. So I'm going to put some Maggi. I'm going to put my Maggi out. I'm going to put 3 Maggi inside because I want my meat to be really, really tasty. So just going to put my Maggi. So my friends, how did you celebrate your Xmas? Was it nice? Was it bubbling? How did you celebrate it? Tell me. Me, my own case, I went to my sister's house in Beckham to visit my sister, and she cooked very nice food. You know, that's where I went to. The food was nice. So this is the mix. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to reduce the heat of that meat. You see this fire here, it's too high. So I'm going to reduce the bit. And I'll just come and be shaking it, you know. So my friends, while my meat is cooking, now I'm going to, I forgot to show you this. I have this big pepper here. This is big red pepper, sweet pepper. And this pepper is you know, the chili one, but this one is 4. So I'm going to be adding these 2 onions together. These onions, I'm going to be cutting it in pieces so I can grind it. So these onions and this pepper, I'm going to be blending them together. Then you know how to blend now easily. So when my meat is cooking, so I tend to work on my, you know, this one now, everybody knows this, my ground fresh pepper and big pepper and onions. So I'm going to be frying this. I'm going to be using half of my palm oil. You see the palm oil? I'm going to use maybe half of it. I'm just going to stir. I'm going to leave it on high heat because I want the pepper and the onions to shrink, you know, to dry out the water. Then when that's finished, I'll go to the next step. So now my friends, my tomatoes, sorry, not tomatoes, my pepper is steamed, so I'm going to be pouring it inside this meat, like so. Then I'll take my oil, I'll put on the heat in that in this pot here. So this oil, I'm going to pour it in like so. And my egusi, I'm going to open it. You see, sometimes I get scared of using ground egusi. If you ask me why, the reason why is this: sometimes this ground egusi they bring, sometimes there is sand inside, sometimes you find some dirt. So most of the time I like to wash my egusi and grind it. But just because today I'm a bit lazy and I just woke up feeling moody, you know, that's why I'm using this egusi. On a normal good day, when I'm myself, I normally buy unground egusi, you know, then I'll just wash it and grind it myself. That's what I normally do, you know. So I'll just be smoothing out this egusi, smoothing it out. So why this egusi is smoothing out? So what I'm going to do, you see this one here, I'm going to wash it. No, I've already washed it here. I'll leave it first. But this one, I know everybody knows the local bin. I'm going to add it to my egusi. It gives your egusi that local taste. But you know, you don't really need to use it. If you like, you use it. If you like, don't use it. So it's actually your choice if you want to. So now my egusi is fried. I'll just stir my meat sauce. Put one more Maggi. Put one more Maggi inside. Stir and taste it if it's tasty to your desire choice. So I'm going to taste this one. Let me see how it tastes. It tastes nice. So at this point, I'm going to add my fried egusi to it. So while I'm stirring that, I'll reduce the heat. Then I'll now pour in my roast turkey. Then I'll stir. Then at this point, just add a little bit of water to it. Had some more. So at this point, let me check it now. So I'm going to cover this egusi, decrease the heat a bit. Then I'll allow it to cook for the next, let's say, 10 minutes. When it's cooking, make sure you check on it regularly. Now my friends, you see my egusi is not ready. So I have this pumpkin leaf here. They call it ugu, which I bought in a store, and I've sliced it before, so I've washed it, and I've tied it in a bag and stored in the freezer. So I'm going to use this is the last one I have. So I'm going to take it and so like so. I'm going to stir. So at this part, I don't want my leaf to get cooked, so I'm just going to off it, because the heat will dissolve the frozen vegetable. So I'll cover it. I've off the fire. You see, I've off it. So I'm going to leave it like this. Then I'll leave it. So that heat inside now will now dissolve the vegetable, and later I'll come back and stir it. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to start working on my eba. So what I did here, this is the water which I'll be using. Actually, this must bubble away. Then I'm going to switch on the kettle. So my friends, now I'm going to make eba. So because you see what I do here, this eba here, sorry, this gari here, this is what I used to measure it, because I'm trying to wash my belly and my weight. So I'm just going to use this. You see how small it is. Then I'll take another one as well, because it's for me and my daughter, 2 people. Okay. So now my water is boiled, my hot water. So I'll boil it again. So I want it to be very, very hot. So my water is boiled now. I'm just going to take this water and pour it on my gari. This is how I make my eba, because I find it more easier this way to do it. More easier for me. See? So I just cover it up, because the heat and the steam will now steam the eba. It will not make it more starchy, you know. So now let's look at our soup. Yeah, you can, if you notice, the leaf has dissolved. You see, it has dissolved. You know, leaf, you don't really need to boil it, because if you boil it, all the ingredients, all the nutrients will just die. So the heat from the sauce has heated up. So now it's ready to be eaten by me. So while that is getting heat up, this eba, I'll start working on this eba. You know, people make eba in different ways, but for me, this is how I make my eba. Quicker, easy, you know. I feel it's the same thing. At the same time, it saves you money. You know, you don't need to be heating up your gas, you know, because the steam and the hotness. So that's it, easy and steady. So my eba is ready to be eaten by me. So now I'll be eating my eba. I'll start my soup. So now I'm going to eat my eba for my lunch. Let's go.